Welcome back to the Exile into Dark Waters campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We're going into the 14th mission of the campaign. Outer Rim Destroyer Anjaneya. Outer Rim Syndicate Heavy Fleet, Delta Lacertae System, 17th January 2368, 32 days since the Great Crusade. Syndicate Exodus Fleet's population 1,182,293. Having unavoidably lost a freighter. Last mission. Greetings, Direwolves. I hope you slept well and found your quarters comfortable. As you know, you have been temporarily assigned to the Anjaneya while the Ironclad is undergoing repairs at the Big Buddha shipyard in Terminus. It was Fleet Master Raji's wish that pilots from the Ironclad have all the comforts they need while they prepare for their next sortie. After a long and, well, emotional talk with your squad master, I agreed to grant you access to 2 wings of heretic interceptors. These latest gen fighters are the fastest ships in the fleet, combining high acceleration and top speed with considerable firepower. I was reluctant to give these fighters to you because we are still unable to produce any more of them in our factory ships. Therefore, we have only a limited number of heretics assembled before the Exodus. Try not to scratch them too much, pilots. You've also been granted access to the Polyhydra, a versatile short-range assault cannon with powerful splash damage against both armor and shields. I suggest that you configure your primary weapon set with the Polyhydra on the first bank and an anti-subsystem weapon such as the Pulsar on the second. Alright, let's continue. Trace from the Underworld. Listen up, Direwolves, we're on short time here. Before it was destroyed, the Kaiga managed to deploy multiple wings of Reavers, which are harassing the colony fleet as we speak. These fighters and bombers have no base of operations, but they are still dangerous as long as they are not out of ammo and fuel. For that reason, the majority of the heavy fleet is engaged in protecting refugee convoys. That means we are all going to have our hands full. You surely remember that 5 days ago, back in Cor Caroli, you were deployed to investigate a signal sent from the N476 Nebula. You found out that it was a Federate cruiser, the Minerva, that detached from the fleet. It was fitted with an emitter of an unknown type of waves that lured nearby Shivan forces to its position. Thanks to your efforts, Syndicate forces successfully retrieved the cruiser and the emitter, despite considerable Shivan resistance and also a Federation frigate, the Midwinter, trying to cross our plans. Well, we have just received this signal again, here in Delta Lacertae. Ah, great. Signal sources, Federation presence, and asteroids. To be precise, this time there are several different signal locations. All were activated simultaneously and all came from an asteroid belt surrounding a rocky planet, Delta Lacertae III. We've analyzed the signal's frequencies and they match those which the Ironclad received in Cor Caroli. We've got to retrieve whatever is emitting this signal without delay. Shivan presence in the asteroid belt is strong, consisting of Reavers deployed by the Kaiga. They are patrolling the area in a disorganized manner, but they are largely concentrated in areas matching the origins of these signals. It is possible that intrigues of our Federate allies did not end with the Midwinter's operation. Although EFN forces within the fleet have been reorganized so that they are kept under control, we must take into account the fact that they will try to find a way to dispatch some forces without attracting our attention. Or at least the possibility that they might. For that reason, be careful and expect both Shivan and Federation presence. We are dispatching our own wings, Theta, Delta, and Epsilon, but the Fleet Master agreed that your experience in the previous operation will be of use here. Squad Master Harper was reluctant to spare any forces for this operation, and in the end we all agreed to dispatch Beta Wing to one of the origin points of these signals. Each wing will operate separately, investigating a different set of coordinates corresponding to the source of the signal. Your heretic fighters have been equipped with advanced data extracting interfaces integrated into your short-range scanners. That means we do not plan to risk sending a boarding party to the asteroid belt. You just need to scan every ship that emits the signal. Your tactical computers will retrieve any readable data that may have value to us to transfer them directly to the Anjaneya. One more thing. Wingman Nishimura has volunteered to fly with you. She insisted that her technical knowledge may be of more use to you than at the blockade. She will fly as Beta 4. That is all. Your heretics are armed and fueled. Primary objectives: investigate the signal source. Alright. Double Vortex, a Polyhydra, and Pulsar. Alright, seems good. Let's hit it. Beta Wing Anjaneya, we have reached the designated coordinates. Sensors are reading a Viscount-class cruiser, EFC Tranquility. Disabled and probably abandoned. Detecting Shivans' signature somewhere in the field, but there's lots of interference. There she is. Wow, this thing is fast. 190 on Afterburner. Acknowledge, Beta Lead. Proceed with the operation. Scan the Tranquility and any other EFN vessels you find. Do you require reinforcements to deal with the Shivans? Big ol' asteroid. Keep on standby, Anjaneya. We'll deal with the Shivans ourselves for now, but you never know what we might encounter. Very well. Good luck, Beta. Anjaneya out. Several emitters are online. The Tranquility is just one of them, but there's too much interference with these minerals to get a lock on the others. Time to have a closer look at them. Fives, Echo, Hanai, cover me while I scan these wrecks. There are 9 EFN wrecks to scan. What are they doing out here? Holy crap! Sentry guns? What the hell laid them? Gotta scan the Tranquility. The cruiser was hit by a massive bomber strike. Asteroids have finished the job. Alright, let's do this slowly and carefully. It's easy to fall into a trap in this asteroid field. Incoming junction is several clicks ahead. Won't get locked until we get closer. Yeah. I think I see Shivans there. Yep. Partial scan of an asteroid, definitely something inside, but I'm taking more Shivan signatures as well. Out to enter these caves alone, more ships would only make it more difficult to maneuver. What, you think we crashed into the cave walls or something? Actually, yes, that's exactly what I think, Fives. Got the scan of the Casa. Slice of what was hit. The surviving crew members would have tried to escape from the pods. What a terrible way to go. Wyvern, a fighter. They're putting their transmitter thingers on fighters? Oh, is that the entrance it's talking about? I will go in after we scan everything out here. I'm going into that huge asteroid. Better stay here, make sure nothing follows me. I'll be back soon. No, I'm not. Oh. The Wyvern's inside. Let's get that centaur. Is that also inside? No, it's not. I see it. Let's get that support ship. We even got a support ship here. Poor Centaur. Let's see what we can find in it. Pity we can't read this data. I'd really love to know what those Federates were doing here. Heavy military encryption. Nothing you can do without a decryption key. It would take millennia to crack it with a brute force attack. We got fucking dragons incoming. Do we? Where at? I want to shoot them with missiles before we get into dogfights with them. There they are. Left, and there'll soon be none. Alright. Now then, before we're so rudely interrupted, we're going for this saber over here. I got the results of an EFN fire scan. No survivors. Downloading tactical data and sending it to Anjaneya. This can't be a coincidence. Once again, the EFN was looking for something far away from the fleet. Once again, something terribly wrong for it. It's nonsense. There are only a few thousand of them left, and they waste valuable ships for what? Looking for something, apparently. What we really need to know is why the Shivans seem to be protecting these wrecks. What are these emitters doing to them? Apparently not keeping them from launching massive bomber strikes. They just fail to finish them off and then protect their wreckage. Second fire scan. Pilot's dead, round of air. Upload Anjaneya in progress and done. Escape pods. Four wrecks left. We've got an escape pod here. No survivors, but there are bodies inside. Exactly 46 bodies. All died when a missile breached its hull. Another pod. They put the emitters on their escape pod. on lock. Get back here. Let's let up, support. Alright. Huge afterburner reserve, too. Took us over halfway there on afterburner. More than 4 kilometers on the afterburner before it ran out. Another pod, no bodies inside. Must have been blown out into space. Probably been drifting around here. Pod number 3. Spark, send me the scan. I gotta check it out. Something's not right here. Here it comes, Hannah. You better be onto something. We here to get a data analysis. The Anjaneya specialists are on it already. I know, it's just a moment. Are we busy dogfighting? I can't believe it. Spark! Look at what I showed in the scan. The pattern of the hull damage sustained. The weapon parameters. None of this matches Shivan lasers. All positive scan. I think we've had all the wrecks floating inside the asteroid. Time to enter the caves. An Avenger can. What is the message? An Avenger can. R2 model. What? You're trying to tell me the ship was destroyed by a Confederate weapon? Are you sure of that? Yes, I'm sure. Spent months analyzing EFN weapons for the UHI. We recognize them anywhere. Okay, so what? If they just open fire on one another? Even they can't be that stupid. It's getting better and better. This is nuts. The same handful of Federates were accepted into the fleet and conducting military ops against their own kind, equipped with these strange emitters far away from the fleet. Cave entrance 1. Assuming these are the same Federates we accepted into the fleet. What do you mean, the same Federates? How can they be... That sounds ridiculous, but it would explain a lot. Is it possible that another Federate expedition was here before us? I mean, we know that the Minerva was reported destroyed. I've got a headache from all these conspiracy theories. Let's just finish the job. I already fed up with this place. Finishing the job. Got it. You're fed up with jobs that require thinking rather than shooting? What a shocking and unexpected break in character, Fives. Shut up, Echo. You know, I think I'll ask the squad master to let me stay in your wing. Nielsen's pretty funny, but he's nothing compared to you three. Damn, these sentry guns are annoying. Why do the Shivans deploy so many of them? Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna find my way back out and get more hull repaired. Fortunately, it's right there. Yes, support. I know you're obstructed. I'm fixing that. That was really close. There's 7 more sentry guns in that cave. Honeycombed. Oh, I was actually hitting it. Are they all in this big chamber? And of course the last one is deployed right at the wreck. Music changed. I don't see him. Is he? Sensor malfunction. Supporting. Hell. Is he embedded in the rock? He's embedded in the rock. And here goes a scan of the Exile. I'm already fed up with exploring these caves. Anjaneya, come in. All data packets have been sent. We're waiting further orders. Just in time, pilots. This withdrew from the blockade due to heavy Shivan pressure. Meet all fighters available to cover the fleet's retreat. We're seeing our coordinates. Return to the Anjaneya at once. As soon as I'm out of this asteroid. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. This was an operation carried out by the book, Direwolves. The successful retrieval of tactical computers' data of EFN ships should allow us to finally unravel the mystery of Federate activity outside the Exodus fleet's jurisdiction. Let me remind you that any intel you recovered is classified at level Epsilon. Any attempt to access the data that was transferred to the Anjaneya will be treated as a violation of the Military Secrets Act and therefore be considered treason to the Syndicate. Also, it is advisable not to discuss the unidentified EFN presence in Delta Lacertae and Cor Caroli with anyone. Believe me, the fewer secrets are being publicly discussed, the better for the fleet's stability and safety. Report to the briefing room in 30 minutes. The Anjaneya is deploying all free assets to cover the colony fleet's evacuation to Terminus. You'll soon be needed again, Direwolves. Alright, no recommendations. 19 total kills with 2 assists. 1 Scorpion, 3 Dragons, 1 Basilisk, 2 Maras, and 12 Belial sentry guns. Bringing our all-time total for the campaign to 261 kills with 67 assists. So this was Trace from the Underworld, the 14th mission of the Exile into the Dark Waters campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming signing off.